Hey, what's up nerds? Welcome to another video here. Today we're gonna play some Standard with this deck just like absolutely destroyed last weekends of recording, like of me recording this. We had a bunch, we're having a lot of tournaments right now on MTGMelee, and we had a Standard PTQ on Saturday and on Sunday, and this deck, no kidding, it's unreal. I couldn't believe it myself when I looked at it. It went 10. It won both tournaments, and in both tournaments, different players, of course, went 10-0. So it went 20-0. Someone won the Standard one on Saturday, and then on Sunday, the guy who won the Sunday one just copied the list, went 10-0. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Orzhov Midrange. Here we have it. Yeah, what makes this deck so good? We are used to Deadly Dispute, Mythic Massacre, Shambling Ghast, Eye Twitch, Rite of Oblivion, that type of black-white deck. But you can also just build a sort of powerful mid-range aggro white deck, like black-white deck like this one, where you just play strong 2-drops that are more proactive, better against controlling and other blue decks, where the sacrifice versions perhaps struggle, right? Silverquill Silencer and Luminec Aspirant are amazing against control decks. Put the pressure on. Amazing with those is Restoration of Aganjo, because you can get them back by just discarding a card with the second triggered ability, so that's a nice synergy here. And then we are flexing out the top end of the deck with Legion Angel, quite a good card, especially against Goldspan Dragon, who's still flying around in all these Jeskai combo decks. And we have Wandering Emperor, of course, also great against Goldspan, and just a fantastic magic card. I mean, you know my opinion on that one. And some Loaves to top it all out. Disruption, we have Vanishing Verse, Infernal Grasp, a couple Metox, yeah, a decent split. Infernal Grasp interesting over the Vanishing Verse, maybe considering some of the multicolored permanents. Then we have 2 Hagra Mauling as well as removal, and the Wandering Emperor as removal. Very interesting when it comes down to Humiliate, a card we don't often see. It's a 2-mana discard spell that puts a counter on a creature, so extra nice if you're playing creatures and if you're aggressive. Also, when you have Concealing Curtains on turn 1, you can curve into Humiliate on turn 2. Let's talk about Concealing Curtains. 1 mana 0/4, Defender, so play against an aggressive deck, you play this on turn 1, you might just absorb some damage and gain some life therefore, nice. And then for 3 mana, it flips into a 3/4 that basically Vidillion clicks your opponent. You choose a card from their hand, they have to put it in the graveyard and then draw a card. So it's not quite discard, but you also get a 3/4 body, and you get to take away their best card. Leer, Goldspan Dragon, whatever it may be against a combo deck. So it's like, in a sense, it's like an early blocker against creatures, and also decent against combo and control decks. I like the card. And we also play Free Duress. That's pretty interesting. Really respecting non-creature spells. I'm a little bit surprised about that one. But yeah, I'm just gonna play this deck. It went 20-0, won both tournaments this weekend. I'm not gonna make a change. Yeah, it's clear that this deck has legs the way it is. That doesn't mean we shouldn't think about tuning it though, for sure not. Sideboard, more removal spells for all types of situations. Soul Shatter is awesome against Goldspan. Bloodsheath First for early aggression when you're on the draw. Go Blank, nice one. Sorin, good Planeswalker. Lolth, another nice Planeswalker against controlling decks. And then Triple Farewell against the Sacrifice decks, I assume. Exiling all their random permanents. Maybe against Mono Green, against some of the aggressive decks. Farewell is just a very, very powerful card, and this deck, I suppose, can afford to play the card, although you will hit some of your own stuff for sure. But hey, with Farewell, you can maybe set it up in a way that you play the game, that you don't commit everything to the board, and then you Farewell it. And for value, and then you commit everything to the board while your opponent just walked into your 6-mana sweeper. Mana base, very clean. 8 duels, 3 hives. Hive is amazing. Love 3. Could even see 4, but 3 is a good number. Takunamo, Aganjo, 2 Emeria's Calls to top off the mana base. Let's go. Let's play. Let's play this deck. Orzhov Midrange. It happens often to me. I always write Orzhov instead of Orzhov. All right, let's go. Home. Changes? Wait a minute. Did I make changes? I don't think so. So, anyways, let's click done. All right. Let's see how this deck can perform. Play. I want to play ladder. I still have to get used to this new interface and everything. This is what we want to be doing. Yes. All right, we're rank 7 right now. Maybe I can climb a little further up the ladder. It's February 28th. I think the season ends today. So let's end it out with a good standing. Ooh, I might have to restart my arena. I haven't had it open for a while. No, I don't have to. Maybe they fixed the bug. Maybe they fixed the bug that you don't have to restart it anymore when you went online enough. Or yeah, when you were online, but you know, I'm missing the word AFK in a sense. You know what I mean? Sure. I'm definitely curious to see how this is against Naya runes and how this plays against Goldspan Dragon and friends. Shambling, yes. All right, that's also going to be interesting to see. Guess we'll start with planes because in case we draw Hive with the Eye Tyrant, I want to be have the planes in play, of course. Interesting. Opponent clearly cannot I mean, they need village rights to destroy my Luminarch here. So I'm tempted to just play it. It's a little awkward that I have multiple double black spells. I could just play this one and name Wedding Announcement. Maybe that's a good play. Because the main reason why I'm doing it this way is because I want to be able to cast 2 spells next turn. Rite of Oblivion it is. Yeah, I could have also named Rite of Oblivion. It's the only way they can get rid of this, because it's not vanishing reversible. They get the 1 damage in and then they ride me. That's good. It's pretty good. Yeah. That was my second. I was like, yeah, I could name right. I wasn't sure about that. Yeah, I'll start with the rest here. Okay. I'm playing against Esper. Vanishing Verse will take care of my Luminarch. I might just take Wedding and Wandering Emperor, honestly. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay. Yeah, the Hermit is a little annoying. The Hermit is going to 2-4 me, unfortunately, in this game. Yeah, I'll just pass. I'll just lose the Wanderer. It's okay. It's fine. I could play this technically. But like the Wanderer isn't even that good here because the Hive is kind of threatening my Planeswalker. That's a very good draw here, actually. Like, it gives them a body. This card is just good in the sacrifice shells. Gives them a body and replaces itself. It's very nice. I messed up here. Yeah, I should have done this in combat. Because they, like, yeah, there's not, yeah, I should have done this in combat. I just took 2 damage for no reason, basically. Like, what is going to happen to me if I do it in combat? You know, they're gonna counter, and I'll just gain 2 life, essentially. It's pretty much 100% what's happening, so I messed up there. Okay, the rest that... Shambling Ghast. Didn't play that, interesting. So, wedding announcement or restoration? I kind of like going with the restoration. Maybe they already pulled the trigger on the Rite of Oblivion. I mean, the 3/4 is coming, you know. It's threatening in a sense. And if they don't kill it, I can discard Luminarch and get it back for free. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't play this last turn. I guess I won't make spiders because my queen dies, so I guess I'll just wedding announcement first. And we'll give the Luminarch the counter. We have to, yeah. We won't get the 1/1 before we get the Luminarch, because also the Shambling Ghast otherwise kills it. So, I have some engines going, I have a Planeswalker in my hand. Don't mind me. It's pretty much a mirror situation, sort of, but instead of playing the sacrifice things, which are kind of low impact, we play very powerful cards and discard, I guess. It's the main difference. But Rite of Oblivion is a huge one in these matches, right? Like, Rite of Oblivion being able to snack anything twice. I feel like the black-white decks might have a leg up, but it's probably going to be close no matter what. Like, this deck, this Orzhov deck has a better... Oh no. My loaf. Nasty. Annoying top deck. Okay. So, what do I want to pump up? The 2/2, I suppose. Make this a 2/2, I mean. Alright. The Hermit is going to prevent this loaf for a while from going down, which is pretty good. That was maybe the best draw they had in that situation. I don't know how they beat the loaf so easily. I mean, they just Rite of Oblivion it, but I get 2 spiders out of the deal. Well, we're a little bit of a standoff situation here. And I have a Luminarch Aspirant, so I'm gaining value every turn. Even though it's low value, just a 1/1 counter, it's still something. I would assume, yeah, they're gonna kill my Luminarch here, right? Or my wedding announcement, one of the 2. But I would just choose to kill the Luminarch, I think. They kill the wedding, alright. I mean, Mythic Massacre cleans up everything besides wedding announcement, so I guess it makes somewhat sense. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna name the Benevolent Geist, huh? I could pump this more up. Would lead to a double block, triple block, I mean. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. And I just want like keeping this around. Although, now that I think about it, now if they have land Mythic, I lose my board. Oh, they have another Rite of Oblivion. No, yeah, that's a good one too. It's a nice card. think I'll just attack with this 4/4. Ah, they block with Eye Twitch, you think? Maybe. But like then they lose their flying creature, which is like the only thing that... Yeah, like the Eye Twitch is kind of nice as a 2/2 flyer right now. Slowly churning through their cards. I think I'm gonna activate Curtains. Like, if you choose a non-land, they draw one. But if they have a land in hand, it's just gonna be a 3/4 with Menace. So there's no, like, if I activate it, they have a land that they then get to draw a card. No. So we get to see their hand, see what this is. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I think I'll take that away. I think that's better than a random card. Legion Angel would be a nice top deck. I really don't know what all these people have with these Esper decks. It's just a relic. San Zaid played it. It was successful once. I don't think it's a good deck. Like, it's not particularly good against the Goldspan stuff. I don't think it's very good against Naya Runes. Maybe it's like evenish in this matchup. But yeah, I don't think it has been super successful in the PTQs either. I think the PTQs on the weekend were like Jessica combo. This deck, of course, completely crushing it out of nowhere. And man, opponents doing good for themselves. Humiliate. Well, I guess we'll see. Oh wow, we're hitting something. That was good. So one of these will get bigger, I guess. Just make the revealing eye. Yeah. Then I can again triple. Don't think I want to be doing that. Well, I guess it's time. So they have to double block. Yeah, I think it's time for attack here. Problem is they also have a Rite of Oblivion. So. Got 4 damage in at least. There's a land. They probably will kill the silencer, right? I would assume. Oh wow. Never mind. What the heck? Is this lethal? Almost, I guess. Huh. I didn't even have that on my radar. What if I double blocked there? I get a 1/1/2. They have 5 attackers, I go to 1, make 2 spiders. This dies. I have 3 ground blockers against 5 attackers. 2 attackers in the air, but they can Rite of Oblivion the wedding announcement, kill me. No, I get another blocker. They can kill a spider though. And then I die. So I guess I'll do this. Result in me getting to... I'll go to 1 anyways. But they only have 6 creatures. They only have 3 creatures and a hive. I'll attack with the Architect, get another 1/1. Then I have 5 blockers. Again, I die to Rite of Oblivion on my flyer, on my spider. Damn, I didn't see this attack. I feel like I'm being outplayed here. That was kind of sick. I didn't see this attack. They kind of went for it. Looks pretty good, really good. The Rite of Oblivion, like that. Man, the draw was also like really nice. They had kind of too much stuff to deal with all my things. Because I have to draw like Mythic Massacre to get out of this one. So in case that's the case, I'll just block like this. I should not have attacked with the eye, huh? Crazy. I didn't quite think that through. It's also yeah, the Rite of Oblivion was king here, absolutely. One opponent went for an attack that I just didn't have on my radar whatsoever. I certainly could have played this better. More safer. Nice. Well played, opponent. Well played. The Rite of Oblivion was huge. And the Hermit was surprisingly good. Because I don't have ways to punish the Hermit, I guess. Shambling Gas and so on. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So, normally I'd say... I mean, Hermit is kind of annoying. Maybe this matchup is not so good for this deck. But again, I don't think Esper Midrange is a good deck. So, and it probably was not very successful lately. So that's why this deck can perform. But this was a close match and my opponent drew well. So I don't know. Like, could have gone either way. I'm not the biggest fan of the Silencer. You could name Rite of Oblivion, I guess. But it kind of dies to Mythic then. Not the biggest fan of Inferno Grasp. I basically want to have Farewells and all the grindy cards. That's sort of my thinking. Also not sure about this Curtains. This is a little bit difficult for me, like, to assess what's good here. Like, Duress hits a lot of things. But is that what we want to do? Like, in a top deck situation, it's not so good. I really like Sorin and this guy, and Farewell seems good. I don't know, maybe I'm just the one supposed to be aggressive? On the play? Like, on the play, I just play to the board. And then is Farewell that good, you know? Is it even that good? It's a weird card. It's good against the Hermit and such, but only when it's in a graveyard. This is tough for me. I'll just cut this card, I guess. I'll play it like this for now. Vanishing Verse probably necessary to kill with, like, kill their Planeswalkers and their wedding announcements and so on. Like, we don't have any Rite of Oblivions, so the Vanishing Verse is more important for our deck. While the opponent might have 4 Rite of Oblivion and can just easily afford to not bring in more Vanishing Verses or whatever. Although, I mean, Vanishing Verse is kind of excellent against my deck. It just deals with almost everything sort of cleanly. Alright, Trips, wedding announcement. That's a bunch of free freeze in the near future. Let's see how those perform. Okay. Yeah, but as you can see, Farewell doesn't look very good here. Like, I'm being proactive. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see about it. Also not very good when your opponent knows about it. Like, now my opponent just plays around it. Yeah, they won't even take it, of course. Like, yeah, they won't take that because they can just play around it. And it's kind of bad against Hermit. Maybe it's not for this matchup. Or at least not on the play. Tough to say. I could still set up a board in the super late game where I have, like, Planeswalkers and the opponent does not. And then my Farewell is going to reset the board immensely. Do we want to trade? I get 2 1/1s, my opponent gets 1. I think it's fine to trade here because I get 1, so I get to draw cards next turn. Opponent doesn't even block. Okay. Wedding Announcement is just immensely powerful, a little slow. That's the problem about the card. Like, for example, Wedding Announcement is really bad against Naya Runes, because just like Naya Runes just doesn't care. You're like, make a 1/1, make a 1/1. Oh yeah, cool, great. Yeah, don't care. Alright, flooding out here. As per midrange, I lose rarely to that deck. But it might get me today. Yeah. Farewell, kind of decent at exiling these rights, but there's the Malevolent Hermit, so ain't happening in this game, I suppose. I mean, I could throw my second Iganjo into the ring here if they want to. But then, like, what's my Farewell doing? They'll counter to kill my guy, and I exile the graveyards and enchantments. Alright, I guess that's good. Did I resolve? Cool. Cool. Yeah, they got rid of all my Wedding Announcements. Who has more Wedding Announcement is certainly one way to win this matchup, isn't it? Create a ninja, interesting. Vanishing Verse. That's good against Wedding Announcement. Alright, next turn I'll pay for your stupid hermit. Fortunately, I can't name enchantments because of my free force, but I can just kill that. Yeah. I don't even know if I'm... Maybe it's just gonna be graveyards. Exile all graveyards, it's good enough. Nothing. They might have the Wanderer, huh? Yeah, Farewell does not look very good in this matchup. Like, when they have the Planeswalkers, it just looks horrendous. I mean, I was guessing a little bit in the dark. I mean, we can still get rid of these Rite of Oblivions, perhaps. I really think they have the Wanderer, but, like... I don't know. I think I cannot... I'm already too far behind. I can't afford to play around too much. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna lose 1/1/1. It's not the worst case scenario if they have the Wanderer, you know what I mean? Like, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I have to exile the graveyards. I mean... It's basically trading for 2 Rite of Oblivions. It's really bad. But it's like a terrible go blank in a way. Yeah, maybe go blank is oh my god. That was not a good play, I think. Did they just... It's like, oh, this Hermit, I don't need it anymore. I'll just put it in the bin. Yo, get exiled. Opponent's still winning, but like... I don't know what what the thought process was there. Anyways, we are humans, we make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. They play the Otawara. That's not a good sign, honestly. That's not a sign of someone who's flooded. Playing the Otawara. Yeah. Yeah, GG. GG. I wanted to be the one with the Planeswalkers. Nice. Alright. Next game. Got me. Hermit was good. Pharaoh was terrible. That's good to know for the future. Yeah, this matchup doesn't seem that great for Orzhov. But hey, in the end, Esper. Hey, Esper. I'm bullying Esper all the time, and hey, Esper also has some advantages. It beats now the new best deck, maybe. It beats the killer of the last weekend. So maybe, hey, you can finally have some wins with your Esper decks when people pick up this Orzhov deck. I don't think it's favored by like a mile or anything, but yeah. Like the Rite of Oblivion is just brutal, and then the rest of the deck is sort of like a mirror match. So I do think that these sacrifice decks have an advantage here. Like it just seems obvious to me. The question, I suppose, would just be how much. But yeah, we just got 2-0'd. I don't know. One game, one match. Not the big sample size, but just my feeling. It doesn't feel great. So if you want to beat this Orzhov deck, play Black-White Sacrifice again, maybe. I mean, Esper midrange might be fine if you play a bunch of Disdainful Strokes in the sideboard for the Dragons decks. But you're still going to struggle against Runes. So that deck just like bursts onto the board. And like you can't beat them all, right? You can't beat the Black-White decks, the Goldspan decks, and then also the Runes deck, right? It's like too much to ask. Scoured Barons. Not a card you should put in your deck. Looks like we're playing against someone with not enough wild cards to finish their deck. Or a life gain deck. I guess it could be a life gain deck. This has Defender for now. I think I want to get this out first. And then next turn we get these two into play. If we want to. It's pretty nice that it cheats you on mana with 2-drops. Wonder what to name. Maybe another Bloodcheese first. If they play one, maybe they play two. Ah, okay. Okay. It's kind of threatening. They just grow bigger and bigger. Okay. Just play the Squencer on Righteous Valkyrie? I don't know. Like, it would make sense that they play that card, right? They're playing a Cleric's Life Gain deck. For anyone who doesn't know, that's the 2/4 Angel that when you have like 27 life, give your team 2+2 permanently. Okay, they're just gonna grow immensely here. Vanishing was not so good. And Destroy My Enchantment. Hey! I thought they would gain life, but they don't even have to. They already gain life. Why are we getting destroyed here, huh? People are prepared on the ladder against the new menacing 20-0 Orzhov deck. So they can't grow any bigger. I think I'll just go for the double block. Yeah, I have to. Take my 4. Okay, that's something. Yeah, I feel like I could attack with the Hive, but I think I'd rather prevent like 1 damage here. Because, yeah, I'm under pressure. And also if they play land, yeah, if they play land, activate Cave, I'm gonna exile the Cave. So, yeah, it's just better to stay back. Oh wow, I get to eat the thing for free. I'm not sure if you wanted to do that. Well, actually, I could even just double this. They don't have mana up. But with 2 angels incoming, I kind of need the land. Huh, it's interesting. Like, do I? Like, the angels just take a turn, that's fine. Like, if I kill that, they're left with 1 free and gain free. I mean, and I have land, and another land gives me this. This seems kind of good. Like, I'd rather use these 2 to kill this, I think, than... Because this might kill one of my angels later on, and this really just doesn't affect the board state whatsoever. Like, 1 free, who cares? So this worked out perfectly for me. Okay. All right. This card is quite good with the legendary book of something, the angel book that makes free angels. It's like triple white. Makes free angels whenever you gain free life. I mean, this works perfectly with that. Okay. So we do have a 2-drop. So I guess, I mean, I'll keep the land in hand for now. We'll see. If we draw another land, obviously we're going to decide the land. I guess it all depends. Like, there's no reason. Okay. It's a cleric. Attack for 5. I'll just kill that. The backside would have already 8 mana. Next time, not. It's an interesting card. Like, either good against sweepers or 8 mana. Destroy everything besides 1 planeswalker creature. That's not too bad. All right, we drew planes. So we get the Squencer back. Maybe the trick here is that we could also get the curtains. It's a bigger body. Because, like, I just don't know what they have. I could have, I don't know. Bigger body with menace. Alright, I'll take the bigger body. Might be important. Although, yeah, well, anyways. What? Artifact or creature. Wow. Okay. I guess I shouldn't have used my Vanishing Verse so quickly, huh? Damn. Damn. Let's see what you got. Wow, I'm not beating that late game engine, that's for sure. This can become a 5/5. Yeah. All right. Well, attack all. I have to kill them now. And they can double block, but I'm actually I think I'm happy about a double block. I'm honestly a little surprised that they didn't straight up kill my architect already. Like they could have. Yeah, they're not doing it. They could have just killed my architect with the flickering the Dawnbringer cleric to kill and to destroy an enchantment. Well, they perhaps do it next turn. And they can attack me for 5 or 4, whatever. No, actually, this is end step. Okay, so they won't have attacks this turn. So, we'll see. No! No, not good. Alright, I need to draw something nice. Yeah, flickering the cleric, kill the architect. Opponent has the engine assembled. Gain more life. Damn. Okay, I'm definitely bringing in Farewell. Farewell is going to be good here, for sure. Farewell is going... Ooh, okay. That's a card. That is a magic card. So I can't really attack with these two anymore because they just double block with the 4 toughness creatures. So I guess I'll just attack with these two. Gotta keep them honest, you know, 8 damage. Can't have them come up to too much life. Loaf was great. Loaf might save the day. Might. The top of the deck decides this one. For the both of us. They have some good draws. Okay, it's the plains. I'll just turn into like a black-white control deck post-board, I think. I was just thinking about this. Like, we have 5 discard spells still left in our deck. We could just draw them, which discard, of course, not so good in the late game. But maybe they just drew 1 card that you can take, please. This card is nice with the silencer. I see. Yeah, that makes sense. The rest and silencer is very nice together. Again, attack for 8, I guess. Two lands off the top. I mean, if they keep on drawing lands, it's good for me. So what do I name? I mean, Vanishing Verse? It's just so random. I could name a Valkyrie, you know. Like, I'll name Vanishing Verse. Maybe I should have named Valkyrie. Like, they're not... Valkyrie seems to be a 4-off for the deck. Vanishing Verse could be like just a 2-off, you know. Yeah. What's that gonna do? Gain some life, I guess. They might just be dead. Block. That's good. I think I think I can attack all here. I don't even have to make the math. Like, the thing is, even if they survive, which I'm not even sure they will, I think, I guess they have another gain free over there in the potion, but they have to definitely sacrifice creatures. And now with drawing the loaf, we basically have 4 more spiders coming. We have 2 spiders here coming and 2 spiders here coming. And with like 4 more spiders, we're never losing this game. So they double block there, now they're just gonna die, right? I take... yeah, now you're dead. Well, they needed to sack the healing. Then I would have gone to 1 at least. But again, if they go to 1, I'll just play loaf, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. Okay. I don't think I like the Sequencer package here. I'm just gonna go control. Play loaf, play verse. So we have like teleportation circle seems to be threatening card in these post-board games to me. But now we have Farewell and Vanishing Verse to deal with it, so I think we should be fine. We have Bloodshie's first and Infernal Grasp for the 2/2. The Cleric that gets bigger. I think that should be fine. These are all fine. Luminac Aspirant is just a great card. They basically have to use a Vanishing Verse on it. His Curtains is okay. Could convince me on playing like Humiliate or Sorin. On a draw, Sorin not so amazing. Yeah, I mean, if you kill a lot of things, Sorin can definitely be good. Alright. The more Planeswalkers I have, the better Farewell becomes. Pretty simple math. I love the inclusion of Loath. I think that card is just so bonkers, so strong in itself. I don't understand people playing Orzhov decks and not playing Loath. If you play black, lots of creatures are dying. You have lots of small creatures to protect Planeswalkers. Loath just like, yes, that card should be in your deck. It does everything you want. It's like the black Azika's Chariot, you know? It gives you 2 solid bodies with reach. It's a great ability against any flying stuff. And then also Planeswalker that draws cards or makes more spiders. It's amazing. Do we have a disconnect here? Well, all in all, I think these Orzhov decks, or at least this Orzhov deck, if you look at the deck, the curve, the cards they're playing, it's like only rares, only good cards. Wedding Announcement, Restoration of Aganjo, Wandering Emperor, Loath, Mythic Massacre, Vanishing Verse, Luminac Aspirant, one of the best 2-drops in Standard for a long time. 2-drop creatures. Squencer and then discard. Like, the interaction is in black is really incredible right now. And just both colors together have formed this neat, tight powerhouse of a deck. And I think that's why you saw the success of this deck last weekend. Also the positioning in the metagame, I suppose. I think my opponent disconnected. Right? They just like had enough. Rank 9 against 90%. It's not a fair fight, maybe. They're like, no, I'll rather make a toast. Go on Netflix, watch a show, whatever. Sorry you guys have to witness this. You can just scroll ahead, of course. And then we have match 3 starting already for you. Yeah. I was always thinking about decks like these, and I wanted to build them myself, like black, white, planeswalkers or whatever. But it's difficult to find, like, because there's so many cards you could play, it's difficult to find the right configuration. For example, this deck is not playing Elite Spellbinder. Elite Spellbinder is quite good against control decks. But yeah, it's not a 2-for-1. It's like half a 2-for-1, I guess, and it just makes the opponent taxes the opponents. Well, Restoration and Wedding Announcement, the 3 drops of choice here, are just always going to be 2-for-1s, always going to be grindy and good bodies, good stats. Spellbinder dies to Spikefield Hazard, 2 Mythic Massacres, 2 Shambling Ghast. Spellbinder maybe for the sideboard. Spellbinder and Silencer is a nice combo too. You get to see their hand. Alright, can we do another black-white deck in a row? I feel like these black-white decks are really popular on the ladder. Everyone's playing Sacrifice. I always play against these Sacrifice decks. I mean, when I'm playing an Expressive Duration deck, I'm obviously happy to see them, because they usually don't pressure fast enough. But that's the scary part about this black-white deck. I'm not even sure if I'm happy to face it with like a expressive duration type of deck, because they have very good, they have discard, they have pressure, very strong card quality, interaction of all kinds, Vanishing Verse. Kind of scary, not gonna lie. That's a mulligan. Okay, yeah, well, sort of the decision of what are you playing against. I'm just gonna hope I'm playing against a control deck. It's unfortunate that we don't have a swamp here. It would have been so much better. We could have just curved out perfectly. Can't have it all. Another black deck. Darkside Chef. It's everywhere. Please don't miss. Okay. Oi. Some powerful cards. Bankbuster. Gotta take the Bankbuster, right? It's too good here. Then play Squencer. I always call it Squencer, I don't know. It's just easier for me. Squencer. Play Squencer on Celestius, or we could humiliate a Celestius. Darkside Chef. Jesus Christ. Opponent has some grind. Darkside Chef. I mean, they could just ignore me. They could just draw cards and then play Loaf and just never play his Celestius. They definitely could do that. Problem about taking Celestius. The Blood on the Snow gets the Loaf back if I humiliate the Loaf. I feel like we're running into bad matchups here. My opponent has Blood on the Snow as late game. That is... Yikes. That's gonna be a yikes. And also these ones, which are really nice. I wish I had my Mythic back. Yeah. Opponent's gonna run away with this game, I feel like. I don't have anything going on. I need something desperately. No. Okay, that's something, I guess. Can I even attack? Not really, right? They just double block me. I can play this and then attack, but then I can't play Restoration. I feel like I have to take the Blood on the Snow almost. Ooh. Oh god. Jesus Christ. That card. Okay. Look at this hand. How am I ever supposed to beat that? Oh god. How am I ever supposed to, where do I even start? Like, this card is just draw 2 and sack a creature and I lose 4 life. Yeah. That's unbeatable. Loaf is unbeatable. Blood on the Snow, I mean, okay, I'll take the Loaf and hope they don't have enough snowlands maybe for it to actually come back from the graveyard, and the Invoke, yeah, well, it's there. What can I do? I can't do anything about it. Yeah, that one's gonna hurt. Yep. Draw 2. Kill that. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I think the ultimate mirror killer, if you want to, like, if you really want to destroy people in the mirror match, you should be playing this card, because it kills a Planeswalker, an enchantment, so Wedding Announcement. I mean, it's ridiculous for black-white matchups. It's just the best card, I think, maybe. With like Loaf and Blood on the Snow. I mean, my opponent just has the perfect deck against me, I feel like. At least they're attacking into my Wanderer, that's nice. But now they have 5 snowlands, so they can just destroy Planeswalker, get their Loaf back. So next time we have to face a Loaf. Yeah. Not looking good. Restoration, wedding announcements. I guess I'll take the announcement. Just get some more pressure on the board. Maybe we can draw 2 cards next turn. I assume they will just destroy Planeswalkers, get Loath back, then we can attack with both, draw a card. I mean, it's... Yeah. I was not kidding when I said it's the best card in these mirror situations. I wasn't making stuff up. In case you wanted a confirmation there you have it. This is not a matchup I want to face with this Orzhov deck whatsoever. I mean, Blood on the Snow is just gonna absolutely destroy me here. I don't know what to do about it. Like, I could just not play the Silencer, I guess. But I could also play the Silencer and name Blood on the Snow. I think that's a good idea, because Silencer is just worse than... I don't know what I need off the top. I don't know, like a wedding announcement. I just hope to draw more cards. They lose 3 lives as well. But yeah, okay, we're bringing in Go Blank. I guess Farewell is going to come in. But like, I'm not beating this card. I need discard spells in this matchup, I suppose. But yeah, that card's ridiculous against me. I may discard if I want to, and then get back a Silencer. So they used the Massacre. That's kind of interesting. I need the Swamp maybe later too. Whatever. Why didn't they, like, why wouldn't you use Blood on the Snow? I mean, I guess they didn't want me to draw the card, I suppose. That's the reasoning there. But like, you get a Loath on the battlefield. That's pretty good. The sooner you get Loath out, the better for you, and then you recoup that card advantage. I mean, it's totally fine to do it this way as well. Yeah, my opponent's deck is gas. They don't need Rite of Oblivion to beat the mirror. They have it all. They have... Like, my opponent's deck is incredibly good in this matchup, but their early game is a lot worse, of course, and then their control matchup is probably lacking a lot when they play all these clunky 5 and 6 drops. It's not so good against Javai Disruption and friends. The latter is a weird place sometimes, you know. You just face the randomness of everything. That's a good card though. That gives us multiple permanent types. And incoming Invoke to destroy me again. Okay. No, that one's not gonna die on my watch. I don't think I'm ever winning this game, but I guess I'm playing on for a little bit more. They can just sack this, cast blood. I'll draw a card, sure, but maybe this really messes with their brain. Maybe they just don't put Blood on the Snow in the stack because they have this out. That would be nice. Oh god. Oh, this is great. Oh no, this is great. This is so great. Fun just has it all the grind. I mean, yeah. If we had Rite of Oblivion at least, you know, if we'd be playing the black-white deck, we might have a chance here. Just like against this deck. What the heck? No way I'm winning this ever in a million years. Fortunately, I mean, this Loath, I mean, yeah. Like, the funny thing about Blood now, I guess, is that, yeah, I mean, now they're just gonna resolve it and get a Loath. They have 3 Planeswalkers too much. If I would have played this card here, I might have messed this game up, actually. Like, if I keep the Swamp instead of Maria's Call and give myself the out to Loath, we can play a Loath here and start drawing cards. and then at least they blood, and we have. I mean, I'm never gonna win that game ever. Right? Yeah. Like I'm never ever gonna win that game anyways. But like we still have 2 planeswalkers against their 3 planeswalkers. It's not like we're winning that game, but yeah, it would have maybe been better. Well, Farewell probably necessary, but doesn't kill planeswalkers, you know. Okay, wow. Okay, I think all the creatures go. Besides Curtains, because that can actually take a card. Soul Shatter go blank. This, and then 3 of these. And then I have only 2-for-1s. Basically, my deck is entirely 2-for-1s, and then some interaction duresses. I don't play any of these because they just die. I mean, Luminar can really pressure someone. Like, they didn't show me any spot removal. But they can also buy a lot of time, you know. This matchup just seems horrible. What can you do? Just get paired against, like, the worst possible matchup. Well, that's it with my ranks. I wish I could have showed you some of the other matchups, like the more common matchups. Naya Runes or Dragons. I mean, Standard Ladder. The people like to play their grindy mid-range decks, I guess. That's just what you sign up for when you get on the Standard Ladder. People really like to play black. I think if I go through all my stats, I don't know, 70% of the matches I play against the color black. I'm not mulliganing this. This is fine. Betting Announcement is one of my better cards. But it's not that special against Invoke Despair. I could wait. But what if they have Bankbuster? That card's scary. I think my opponent's deck is pretty solid though. Like, it's not per se a bad deck. It's just polarized matchups, right? Like, it's gonna crush these other black-white decks. It's maybe fine against some creature stuff. I don't know. It's probably too. Yeah, it's not good against Runes. Runes is gonna smack it. Like, Runes is just too fast and powerful. And Showdown of the Skulls is really, really good against a mono black opponent. I mean, Invoke Despair might help, but I don't think by much. Attack, I guess. I mean, they're gonna kill this 1/1 anyways. Yeah, we got a damage in. It's good enough for me. I could Mythic here. Get rid of the dark side. They're even gonna draw 2 cards if they do that. Oh god. I mean, Mythic maybe should have reboarded out for some creature. I don't know. Or the Silencer. They just sack this, make a treasure, sack the dark side, draw 2. I basically turn both their creatures into draw 2. I don't think I even want to be doing that. We'll see. Maybe I draw a Planeswalker. Celestials is kind of cool. It's a card I haven't seen in mono black before, but it makes sense. Makes sense. It's nice. Ramps you into your expensive spells. I do like my opponent's deck. I think it's fun. I could play something like this, just for fun. Casting Invoke Despairs. So exile hand as well, right? Can I exile the hand? No, I can't exile the hand. Can you just say everything? Like choose one or more. Exile hand, graveyard, planeswalkers, everything. Everything on one card. For 6 mana. Everything. All lands too. Hive is really nice for wedding announcement. If I had a Hive here, we could at least smack for 4, you know, deal some damage, remove the loaf from the graveyard, so they don't have blood on the snow, etc. Alright. Okay, I had enough. And my hand doesn't do anything against whatever they're doing. Okay, I'll play one more match. Let's hope for some redemption time. Let's hope for a decent matchup, please. And no more black-white decks. Come on. I want to have some Jeskai combo. Let's go. That's going to be an interesting matchup to see. Jeskai combo. Let's go. Now I'm wondering, how did this deck go 20-0? I'm losing on the ladder against non-meta decks. Yeah, I mean, that's the funny part sometimes. If you play a meta deck, you go on the ladder and you play against non-meta decks. Just the non-meta decks might be tier 3 or whatever, but they still might be crushing you because for exploiting your weaknesses in some sense. Okay. Nice. Duress or 04? I guess the 04 prevents life. And Duress on turn 2. I mean, if they have a rune here, it's just like it's gonna be a free power creature. Yeah. Okay, that's scary. Oi. I might just take this. This is a quite annoying card though. Like, that's the power of runes. It's so cheap, so lean. You just they accumulate so much value before you even get to do anything, you know. My draw is slightly slow here. I don't have any interaction for creatures. Actually, like, this game looks pretty bad for me right now. Like, we need, honestly a little surprised. The more I think about this, like, isn't Runes one of the most popular decks? Shouldn't this Orzhov deck be good against it? But it doesn't look so good on first glance here. Well, anyways, I could just Restoration. I could also do this. I think I'm gonna do the rune. I have another rune. Take the showdown and then name the rune, I guess. It's also a play. Then they really go crazy, you know. They get 2 more counters. I can boost the toughness here. should have taken a rune. I can, maybe. It's just, I'm too slow here. If I had all the mana in the world, I could beat all of this, but I'm just like, I want to do so many things at once. Like, I want to play this, I want to play this, I want to buff this with Luminarch. I want to transform this, to take Showdown. Like, if I take a rune, they don't draw red. They play one rune, what do I do then? I don't know, I should have probably taken a Rune of Might there. Oh, it's just too much power. It's like 3+3. Yikes. Yeah, I think I needed to take that. I should have just ignored Showdown. Like, hope they don't find the red for now, you know. I needed to take a risk there. Yeah. Now I'm gonna hit for 8. Like, this thing isn't even good here because I can't double block practically, and so I'm still gonna take a bazillion damage. I'm just way too slow. I mean, that's the power of Generous Visitor. I mean, that card's just crazy good in the deck. Play this, pump it, or pump this again. 5/5. Play this, pump this, block there, take 6. Ambitious, but maybe works. And then with Lolth next turn I can stabilize. Hope they have 2 lands in hand. Rune's deck is scary. We need like cheap removal for these visitors. We have a couple blood sheaths first. We need like 4 of them, I feel like, to be able to keep up with this. Alright, that's probably game. Am I already dead? Depends, I guess. If they give haste, block, jump, take 6. Trampler gets bigger. I mean, and the issue here is also like Farewell. Good luck with Farewell. I mean, you're just dead before you get to cast that card. Nice. Yeah, I'm super dead. I know I could survive, but like, I have no outs in my deck against this position. Doomscar is not in my deck. Yeah, that was runes. So. Mythic. Wedding announcement is just like garbage. I think I like to keep my deck creature heavy. Silencer seems decent. This one is interesting. Lolth I'm not so sure about. Restoration I'm not sure about. Concealing Curtains, Duress, Humiliate. Humiliate it might be too expensive. Duress I think is good. Taking Showdown. So yeah, this one is also interesting. Like it's really expensive to activate. The early blocker is decent though. I think that's like on the play I kind of like that card. So now we can play Farewell. We can play Planeswalkers. Play as Restoration. Restoration is just like these enchantments. They seem kind of bad against food. Against like they're so slow. You know. Like I'm gonna play Restoration, but I'm not happy about it. Maybe I should play Wedding Announcement on the play. Is Wedding Announcement better than Restoration? It makes like 3/1/1s and then they all get pumped. I think Restoration is a little better. It's just like it gets me an immediate land drop, gets maybe a 2-drop back, then I get a good creature. Seems a little better here. So yeah, I guess I'll just play Farewell then. And Lolth or Mythic. I guess play some Lolths. As long as they don't have trample, it's fine. And Mythic is just like so expensive. They have such high toughness so quickly, you know. I think I'll go without the Mythic. It might be a mistake. I could, if they're not careful, they could play into Mythic Massacre. Especially if I'm on the play. I have like more mana. What again? Okay. Interesting. Farewell. Concealing Curtains. What's the strategy here? I have a turn 5 Farewell. It's something, I guess. I think my strategy here is to flip this on turn 4 and take the showdown. And then restoration the turn on 3, and then I farewell later. Yikes. Maybe I shouldn't have to rest so early, huh? Yeah, maybe. Conan kept a pretty mediocre hand though, like 5 lander and 2 creatures. It's pretty medium. I mean, it's as medium as it gets, but you have a 2-drop and a 3-drop, I guess. And a man land, I suppose. Maybe that's the... Maybe it's reasonable to keep a hand like this. You also have Boseiju. Okay. Yep. All right. All right. Unfortunately, I won't have anything left either if this farewell resolves. We're both in top deck mode. And my opponent plays 4 Commune with Spirits and 4 Showdown of the Skulls. So, am I even winning this long game? Well, it's just a top deck war in the end. Man, I'm starting to question this Orzhov deck. How am I so bad? Or is this just like, this matchup does not seem so good. Maybe this Orzhov deck is just good against the Jeskai combo stuff? Like, Jeskai combo is good against runes. Not like by a mile, but I think it's slightly ahead. Well, just chump block, I guess. I'm gonna die next turn anyways. Like, it's not like I'm gonna be able to... I mean, if I draw a single spot removal... Alright, fine. If I draw like a Vanishing Verse, I guess I'll be better if I don't block. Okay. We'll see if this keeps me alive. I mean, as of now it does. Oh no, they have Boseiju. Oh my god. So they can blow up my Architect in combat. Ugh. Am I dead? Almost. They have 12. No, I'm dead. I'm lethal. No, yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. No, I'm not. I'm at 1. Yes, I'm at 1. Right now I'm at 1. But if they attack with Lair of the Hydra for 1 as a 1/1, and then Boseiju my Architect, I die. Alright, I'll just do this. Yeah, I have to. And then they Boseiju my Architect, I get my land, and then I farewell the board. And then I'm facing... Okay, I mean, this is winnable. This is winnable. They could have killed me here, though, if they wanted to. They could have activated Lair, attack all, Boseiju that, I die. It's exactly 12 damage. It's a little risky, I suppose, because I get a land here, and then I can Vanishing Verse a creature, so... I don't know. But, whatever. I guess I'll just die to the Leia now. I'm too low on life. Leia MVP here in this game. We would have stabilized. Huh. Unfortunate. Yeah. I mean, so it goes. So it goes. It's exactly lethal. Yeah, I couldn't really have done anything about that. All right. Okay. All right. 1 in 3. This did not feel great against Naya Runes, and that's like, I would say, one of the best decks in the format. Naya Rune's just so freaking fast and powerful. That matchup didn't feel great. You would need like more cheap removal, I would say, like Blood Cheese Firsts and so on. Of course, the sample size is low, but if you would ask me if I would recommend this deck to you for the future, I'd be hesitant. The Runes matchup doesn't seem great. You lose against random other black-white sacrifice decks because they have Rite of Oblivion or go over the top, have a better grind machine. Is your matchup against iteration decks much better than those black-white decks that I'm just talking about? Yeah, of course. You're gonna have a much better matchup against any control deck. You're probably crushing control, I would assume, because like you have so many permanents at 2-for-1s. You have the Silencer, you have all this discard, Concealing Curtains. Like you have 5 discard spells and 3 Concealing Curtains. I mean, that's 8 discard spells already in the main deck, in a sense. And then you have a bunch of permanents that are tough to deal with, so you're gonna absolutely slaughter any blue-white control player, or any blue-red player for that matter. Oh, you're a little low on removal. I mean, just 2, like a Goldspan Dragon if it sneaks through. I mean, you have Wandering Emperor. But yeah, anyways, I'm a little surprised that this deck was so successful. But again, it went 20-0. It went 10-0 and 10-0 in both like 150 people tournaments. So this apparently good. But yeah, maybe not something for the future. Maybe this was this particular weekend where lots of blue control players were there. Lots of Goldspan Dragons, I don't know, and then this deck performed. But yeah, to improve it, I suppose I would say you can't really improve the sacrifice matchups. You would have to play a different deck. They just always will have the edge on you. I would maybe cut 1 Farewell for cheaper removal against the you just need cheap removal. Blood Cheese First would be good to fight Runes. Alright, anyways, I hope you could learn something from this video. Let me know how you feel about this deck. Did I make some misplays that I didn't see? And yeah, I would highly appreciate it if you could give me a subscribe and a like. Until next time, bye-bye.